is the B train, part of IND 6th Avenue line. The current fleet for this line is only all 68s. The B starts at Brighton Beach in Brooklyn and ends at either 145th Street in Manhattan, which is all times, or Bedford Park Boulevard during rush hours. The B, if rush hour, will start from Bedford Park Boulevard, go on Loco, head the D train along Grand Concourse. Then Manhattan along Central Park West, head the C train. After 59th Street, the B joins along the 6th Avenue line with the D, F, and M until it crosses the Manhattan Bridge to Brooklyn and to Prospect Park. After Prospect Park, the B goes express to Brighton Beach. The B has only one purpose: to provide service between Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Bronx during rush hours. The B only operates on weekdays, not weekends, which leaves riders going to Brighton Beach to catch the Q train. The history of the B train dates back to 1940. The B was originally intended for express service between 168th Street to 34th Street Herald Square. Fast forward to 1967, the Christie Street connection happened, changing the service, allowing the B to create a through service from 168th Street to Coney Island via the 6th Avenue line using the express track to Manhattan Bridge. Fast forward to June 1st, 1976, the MTA changed subway service to make the transit system more efficiently. Part of the change, the B train changed terminus from 168th Street, which is now the last stop for the C train, to 57th Street in Manhattan, which is now the stop for the F train, to Coney Island. Also to note that this is the first time the B became a victim of service cuts. In 1976, the B operated via the West End line between 36th Street and Coney Island, since 57th Street was closed during late nights. Also, the B train at the time was going to have a service increase, replacing the AA service. The B is to be supplemented for the rush hour T train, which ran between Bay Parkway and Chambers Street on the Nassau Street line. This is not the first time the T made an appearance, but that's a story for another time. Now let's fast forward to June 1st, 1983. A lot going on for the 1st of June for some reason. But anyway, the MTA again proposed changes in the service, this time for the 6th Avenue line connected to the Bronx and Queens. The B will run to 168th Street at all times. This is where the A train was born, with service between 57th Street and World Trade Center, replacing the AA, which was pending approval by the MTA board. Now, from 1986 to 2004, the Manhattan Bridge was going through reconstruction, which led the bridge to close many times. This is when the B is split into two services, the Orange B and the Yellow B. The Orange B runs along between 34th Street Herald Square and 168th Street during rush hours only, while the Yellow B was operating the Broadway line from Coney Island to Astoria Ditmars, Queensboro Plaza on middays, nights and weekends, and 36th Street for late nights. The Yellow B was cut back in 1987. Again, fast forward to December 1988, the north side tracks reopened, replacing the K train in the process, and the M train plays a role to Astoria Ditmars to this day. In the 1990s, the B train was rerouted to 21st Street Queensbridge on the 63rd Street line, which back in the day, they had slants, not just all 68s. During that timeline, the B and C switched northern terminus. The C final stop is 168th Street, and the B to Bedford Park Boulevard, 145th Street, leading to the reroute of service along the 63rd Street line. Now, on July of 2001, the Manhattan Bridge north side was closed again, forcing the B to split again, but this time, instead of the Yellow B, the W train was created. And finally, the COVID-19 pandemic happened this year. Lines were suspended. The B, along with the W, the C, and the Z, had to be cut back along with the W. They all fell victim to the suspension until June of 2020. Overall, the B train is not a bad service despite some cuts and suspensions here and there. The B is more like a shadow of the D train. Also, it once had slants. So it was never all 68s at the time, like it is today. So today, sorry about that, scratch that. It's an alternative to the D train to the Bronx and Manhattan if one don't feel like waiting for the B train. Also, the ridership is just fine like any other local train. Now, this is the sad part. I would usually rate a review, but I decided after much thinking that I will no longer go along the rating system because it was too much. But if you guys got your own rating, just comment below in the comment section and explain why. Also comment below if I missed anything. It's better to have knowledge for improvement for future reviews. Until then, this is Shadow signing off. See you in the next review.
Hi, this is Coco, and thank you for visiting us at Shadow Production. If you like what you saw, click on any of these videos for more content. See you next time.